So, okay, y'all. I'm sitting at the table. I done made my little gyro for the night. I haven't went upstairs as of yet. Starting on my vision board. But I was sitting here thinking, I said, you know what? Our God is cold. Not cold as in hard, but cold as in he be on point all the time. Nope, I don't have any makeup on. I just kind of noticed that. So I ain't looking my sexiest self, but I'm giving y'all all of me raw. So I was just telling my sweetie the other day that I don't go outside without looking sexy. Well, I'm on a mission. I'm a woman on a mission. So I have my sexy days and I have my not sexy days. But let me not get off focus. Man, God is awesome. He's raw. He's cold. He cold to the fact that he put us under stress. He puts us under stress to get the best out of us. So, anybody that know me, I always say, oh, it was good that I was inflicted. I say that because I haven't yet told my story, but I'm going to tell a little of my story. I'm just going to give y'all some dates that I was inflicted to the point that a turnaround was the only thing that was necessary. A turnaround was the only option that I had. A turnaround, man, I don't even know if it was a turnaround. Because I wasn't like really going in the wrong direction. I was going in the right direction, but at a snail's pace. And see how cold our God is. He said, okay, girlfriend. Daddy's little girl. You done lived a good life. I done gave you a good life. You really haven't had to know no hard times. Man, I ain't asked to be inflicted. I ain't asked to go through the problems. I ain't asked for all that stress. But I tell you what, I went through a lot of stuff that I never went through a day in my life. Never even imagined that I would go through. But if I hadn't went through it, from fear to fierce movement wouldn't have came about. So I found myself, how old was I? I'm 50 now. So I was like 48, 49, 50, 48. Saying, not me. 49 saying, I know who I am. Because even in my not me, child, my daddy used to say, girl, you better know who you are. So you know who you not. And let me tell you who you are. So my daddy used to. I always say my daddy was a backsliding deacon and my mama was a missionary. Which she was. They kept us in the church. Jesus, peace. Lord have mercy. But that's not what I came to talk about. I got a little sidetrack. But our God is so awesome. He'll put us under conditions and stress and stuff that we think that we cannot overcome. But all it is he's putting us in a gym, working us out to be a better expression of ourselves. All he's doing is saying, you know what? Because you still on this earth and you still living. Guess what? I woke you up for a reason. I got more for you than what you think. So he knows the greatness that's already in us. Sometimes we don't even know ourselves. So since he knows the greatness that's already in us, he got to put us in that gym called life. Hard knocks. And one of my dates were December the 5th. December the 5th, oh, good God Almighty. I almost was checking up out of here. If it was not for, if it was not for the Lord placing angels all around me, protecting me. Because I had a major accident. And that year, there was 3 people that I know of, because my son had told me about it. They had the same accident on the same exact day that I had. But they not here. And he said, Mama, you here, Mama. You here without a scratch. So, despite the tree that was pointing at my head, this probably should have went through my head, but God had a bigger and better plan for my life. And I believe that he had a bigger, better plan in this Fear to Fierce movement. I believe on August the 5th, something was happening with those 5s. Because August the 5th, undoubtedly, I should have been dead and probably sleeping in my grave. God did not let it be so. So, on August the 5th came the turnaround. And that's when I said, you know what? 2 times, less than a few months apart, December the 5th and then August the 5th, I almost was out of here. But undoubtedly, August the 5th, as they was rushing me to the hospital, I was thinking in my head, God has a bigger plan. And yes, he does. Just like he has a plan for me, he has a plan for you. It's a bigger plan than what we can see. So as you're going through your trials and your tribulations and your things and your ups and your downs and your turnarounds, just know you in the gym. You in the gym, man. You in the gym, girl. You in the gym. Working out. God style. That's what's up. Really, that's what's up. Because it's either going to make you or it's going to break you. So you can't let the troubles of this life break you. Because in order for him to elevate you, he got to see, can you take the pressure? In order for you to be a blessing for someone else, you got to have your own story to tell. So I have a story to tell. I ain't telling it tonight. When God sees fit for me to tell it, I'm going to tell it. But yes, that's how this Fear to Fierce came about. God birthed this thing. Because a little girl from Chicago who lived a shelter life, a daddy's girl, child, I was a daddy's girl. Yeah, I was not pretty, but I was a daddy's girl. And my daddy protected me all the time. And when he left this earth, but not this realm, because he's still here, because you know, this ain't nothing but a host. I don't know where you at with your religion, but this is flesh and blood. The spirit lives on. So, you know, when you die, I don't know, I ain't knocking nobody religion. So whatever you believe in, That's why a lot of times I don't get into religion. Because whatever you believe in, that's where you at. That's all right. Because at one point, I only believed right here what I was taught. And believe it or not, my kids knew better than me. Because they some blessed kids. My sister knew. My family knew. My kids knew. But see, Daddy kept me covered. I stayed covered for a long time. But then when Daddy was gone and Mama was gone, my daddy used to say nothing like boss sense. So life, God, started giving me some boss sense. And my boss sense brought me to this moment. This moment where I'm sharing it with you, because I don't know who's out there that their story may just be just like mine. Y'all story may be just like my story. But you're thinking about giving up. Or you're thinking about, okay, this is too hard. That's all right. It's okay. It is hard, but you can make it through. You can make it through. There's a warrior in all of us. All of us. So you can make it through. Just like I made it through. Girl, you can make it through. Man, you can make it through. Yeah, they talking about you. You can make it through. It's all right. Don't worry about what people say about you. Their opinion of what they say about you don't count. It's what you say about you. So you better start speaking to you. But anyhow, I came on to talk about God's gym. Really just God's gym. I really came on to talk about how God puts us through some stuff. And people be, you know the holier than holiers. Be like, oh, God, don't do that. God, don't do that. Now, I came from a church. I love y'all. I love my church family. Still have the same pastor, Lord have mercy. Rest his soul. Well, his soul ain't rested yet, but Jesus, I ain't trying to put you in the grave, but you be preaching like y'all already there, Lord have mercy. But anyhow, okay, let me come on back. Let me come on back to where I was going. You know, we go through so much in life, and life will knock you down. Sometimes we be blaming everything on the devil. We blame a lot of stuff on the devil. Oh, it's the devil this. But sometimes it ain't the devil. It's just God molding us. And you know, if you ever prayed that prayer, Lord, shape me, mold me. Let me be near the cross. Child, don't you know being near the cross come with some pain? Jesus, peace. When I found out that came with some pain, I was like, wait a minute, Lord. Wait 1 minute. I just don't know if I really need to be near the cross, if it's going to come with all of that. I'm like, wait a minute now. I don't know if I need to be nigh thee, if it's going to come with all of that. And I ain't lying, y'all. I was raised up in the church. I was at church so much. Jesus. You would have thought. Woo. But anyway, what I do realize is, you know, these trials and tribulations that we go through, and I know it may sound like a cliche, it comes to make us strong, but in all actuality, it really does. A lot of them, what I realized, because of the life that I lived, and as I was coming up, I was telling Pastor Tillman, he used to be at the Lamb of God. He at the Lively Stone Ministry now. So y'all check them out. Lively Stone Ministry. Just look them up. They on YouTube. They on Google. But and he would really loved his preaching style, his ministering style. But anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. What he was telling me was sometimes things are not for you. Because when I was going through this last thing that happened to me last year on August the 5th, where I was really almost up out of here, even in the ambulance, I thought I was gone. Until something in me said, girl, God ain't through with you yet. So, I'm saying all that to say, because I know the life that I lived, and I shouldn't have went through what I went through, I done came to the realization that I probably didn't go through that thing for me. I always been vocal. My family could tell you that. I just don't hold my peace of my mouth. So I think God said, you know what, we can use her for a different reason. But because she been sheltered so much, we're going to throw a little this, a little that, and a little that in the pot so she can help her, him, and them. Over there, over yonder, across the country, across the land, and across the sea. Because I was like, wait a minute now. This ain't the life I came from. So, all I'm saying is, as you going through, girl, hold on. Man, hold on. My brother, my sister, hold on. God got something bigger, something better that's planned for your life. For your life. I ain't even talking about my life. For your life. He has something bigger, better planned for your life. Period. So as you building your muscles of life, don't worry. You know, gold had to go through the fire to be gold. So sometimes you have to go through the fire to be gold. But you come out looking all black and beautiful, and everybody wants you. Because you get what they need. You get what they want. So whatever your story is, like whatever my story is, I want to take you on that journey with me. I'm going to hold this on up a little bit. I want to take you on that journey with me. I'm going to tell my story when God allows me to tell it. Oh, excuse me, y'all. When God allows me to tell it. And you tell your story when God allows you to tell it. But as you are getting stronger, just know it wasn't for naught. So hold on. And when you feel like you can't hold on a little bit harder. It's all right. You can do it. You can do it. Man, you can do it. I know if I did it, you could do it. Even though I was a little spitfire, there's a little spitfire in all of us. There's a little rebel in all of us. And it was so crazy. Today I thought about Darlene Pierce. I cannot believe that I was ministering even when I was younger. In my younger days, in my 20s. To people who I didn't understand. I didn't know God was going to take me through that walk. Not me. Not Miss Spitfire. No. But I never once said, I don't know how they got there. But what I did used to say, girl, come on. I can help you. Come on. I remember me and my sister Sophia Pierce. I never forget, we was coming from a nightclub. I'm going to tell this story and then I'm going to get on off here. Because God has been walking through my mind tonight. And he's been walking through my mind saying, girl, I've been preparing you a long time. So, you better spit forth this baby. This baby been nourishing for a long time. You've been ministered to for a long time. No, you didn't have to go through it. But because you did not do what I wanted you to do, I had to take you through the fire. So you had to see it for yourself. But okay, anyway. Me and Sophia, we had went out. I wasn't no big clubbing person because all that church that my mama used to make me go to, I used to go to sleep at 12 o'clock. So nobody really wanted me to ride with them to go to the club. So, because they was partying, they partied after 12. So, you know, little miss me, I was ready to go to sleep. You know, first of all, my daddy and them, they had that curfew time. And, you know, I had to leave up out of their house. But before I left up out of their house, you know, they allowed me to go out. Finally. And I went on out and I partied. And I remember, this was during time I was married. I went out with Sophia. Sophia was my first husband's brother, wife. So we hung out. And that particular night, and I think maybe that could have been the last night she let me ride with her. Maybe the last night she let me ride with her 2 more nights because we had to leave early. We had to leave early because who fell asleep at the bar? Child, and I know I was fine. Ain't nobody here to tell me, but I was married. So, I used to cut a nigga off real quick before you even get your talk out. Child, I got my money, I can buy my own little drink, and I'm tired, and I had to go to church in the morning. So anyhow, we turned, this was in Chicago, Illinois, we turned around the corner. Seen this guy in the car beating on his girlfriend. I never forget that day. Beating the fuck out of her. Sophia used to carry a gun. She carried that pistol every damn place she went. Was it a pistol? Nah, that was 9mm she used to carry. But anyway, she used to carry that every place she went. So back then, I didn't know how to use no gun. You know, but Sophia was carrying. She did, you know. Because she grew up in the hood anyhow. But I didn't really grow up in the hood. So, we rode around the corner. Sophia had jetted past. And she said, girl, did you see that? I said, see what? See what? You know, I wore glasses. I couldn't damn see. At nighttime. And I was sleepy and it was past 12 o'clock. Shit, I need to go home and go to bed. She was like, I think that guy was beating up on that girl. I said, what? That guy was beating up on that girl? What? Listen. Now, one thing I had a lot of balls. I had a lot of balls as a woman. I would fight a man. And I had no damn gun, but I would fight your motherfucking ass. I would fight you. You know, I cry about it later, but I'll fight your motherfucking ass. I had no problem with that. We came from Chicago, so you had to be tough. That's why you look niggas in the eye. So, and you better be ready to fight at any given time. And I wasn't too handy with a knife. So my brothers used to say, oh, you leave that damn knife alone because you better cut your damn self. Because you're too clumsy for that. But one thing they did teach me, they taught me how to fight. So anyhow, we rode on around. So I'm looking. I said, girl. So we kept telling the girl to get out the car. We got her. So the plan was, because I was big. I was always big. Sophia was a little short thing. But hell on wheels. You know those short people. So anyhow, Sophia